Kerry Tompkins. Paul McGrath. And Jimmy Kerrigan, who scored a goal early in this campaign against Derry, once again in an advanced position. Dave Barry angling it inside for the two-man attack. It's played down inside neatly to Shea Fahy, and Cork hit the front for the first time in the match, and that 3 minutes into the second quarter. Tony Davis tried to hold off the attentions of Pat Slattery. All a little bit untidy just now. Jack O'Shea and Larry Tompkins wrestling for possession. Ambrose O'Donovan, meanwhile, has just got himself off the ground. He was down with an injury. Sean Gainey is held by Tony Nation, and that's going to be a free in for Kerry, so a chance for an equaliser here. And this kick can tie up this league tie. Kerry 4, Cork 4 at Corky Quaid, 7 minutes into the second quarter. And Michael Maguire's kick carried away in the breeze. Palade, Mick Slocum and Niall Cahalane. It was a good call from Cahalane, quite decisive, and then he was involved in an incident with Sean McGilligan, and the referee is in very quickly. Free to Cork. Cahalane with that left knee very heavily strapped, a legacy of an old injury. Dave Barry. Little flick ahead towards Shea Fahy. Doing quite well at full forward this afternoon, and Morgan Nix looking quite uncomfortable. So Larry, who's got 3 points, all from frees in this match so far. Remember, the game tied up 4 points apiece. It's a good-looking ball, and Charlie Nelligan does well on his goal line, seeking Jack O'Shea. The fisted pass was just a little slack. In nipped Paul McGrath off the outside of the boot, and that's a delightful point. Paul McGrath, the scorer, his first of the match. After that fist away by Charlie Nelligan was slack. It was intended for Jack O'Shea, but you have to credit Paul McGrath for a difficult angle and a well-struck point. Sean Gainey with the pick-up, neat and incisive. That's inside for Palade, who started all of that. 2 men to aim at. The point and the equaliser. Palade's second point of the match. Here's Larry Tompkins going for his own 45-metre line to his own 65-metre line in a solo. Blocked down by Jack O'Shea, who started all of that with a sideline ball. Big roar of appreciation from the Kerry fans as Jack plays it inside for Pat Slattery. 5 points each. Kick out quickly taken. Dave Barry. Well, that's a slack ball from Jack O'Shea. And it is punished in emphatic fashion by Dave Barry, who restores Cork's advantage with his first point of the game. It's 6 points to 5. From the kick out, it's Kerry getting themselves out of a potentially difficult situation. Pat Slattery has now gone to midfield, and Sean Burke is now operating at full forward for Kerry. Here is Burke. Can't hold it. Well, it was Sean Gainey, in fact, who's challenging Tony Nation. On to Larry Tompkins. Now Paul McGrath, ankle tapped by Kieran Culhane. Free very quickly taken. While Kerry were wondering about that verdict, it's Larry Tompkins who takes it and gratefully puts it over the bar. And Cork now increase their lead. It's 7 points to 5, and Larry Tompkins has kicked 4 of those. Charlie Nelligan picking out Jack O'Shea. Trying to go around Dave Barry in soccer fashion. Dave Barry should have been able to match that one. Pat Slattery confidently angling it across towards the corner forward. Looks like Eamon Breen who's carrying it down. That's Burke, the midfielder. And off the crossbar and over. And that's the new full forward, Sean Burke, who's got his first point of the match to cut the leeway to a solitary point, 7-6.
Teams travelling away, where they render valuable assistance.
And Kerry introducing a change at the start of the third quarter. That's Tom Spillane who's come in, and he's gone straight into midfield. Connie Murphy here. Wing back, challenged by Barry Coffey. Attack kept going. McGilligan's high-flighted ball inside. Eamon Breen under the dropping ball. Breen looking for support. Jack O'Shea is there if he needs him. Back across towards Sean Gainey, and Gainey puts it over the bar. 7 points each. That poor kick out, and Tom Spillane reading the intentions. Well, it looks like a lively substitution from Kerry's point of view, and it's produced a free for Kerry as they bid to take the lead once again, playing into the wind. And it was rather noticeable from the opening 2 quarters that both these teams tended to play better when playing against the breeze. Maurice Fitzgerald, 2 points for the game so far. And that's now 3. And Kerry, with the opening 2 points of the third quarter, have made it 8 points to 7, thanks to the accuracy of Maurice Fitzgerald. And a good kick from Charlie Nelligan. Larry Tompkins can't contain the ball. This is Cahalane, half blocked down by Maurice Fitzgerald. Tompkins going on to it. Tom Spillane is his marker. Again, Tom Spillane just getting a little bite of the cherry, and there's support in there as well. And the referee sees a foul on Larry Tompkins, which the Kerry supporters do not appreciate. And that's the 45-metre line there, you see. Breeze behind him. He's got the direction, and the sides are level yet again at Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Larry Tompkins with his 5th point of the match, and 4 of those have come from placed balls. It's Connie Murphy, and he was fouled after he played the ball away by Barry Coffey. There was no great advantage to be gained in terms of metres from a Kerry point of view. Nice control. Maurice Fitzgerald with the delivery down towards Jack O'Shea. Took it neatly in his stride, waiting for Sean McGilligan to get inside, and Maurice Fitzgerald has made a burst forward, having played that pass. Recovered well to Jack O'Shea. McGilligan. And that could have gone anywhere. It's gone over the bar. And Sean McGilligan has got his 2nd point of the match, and Kerry have hit the front yet again. 9 points to 8. Stephen O'Brien is just coming into the Cork colours, about to show the little slip of paper to the referee, as Jack O'Shea keeps the pressure on the Cork rearguard. Remember, Kerry playing against the breeze in this third quarter, and they've played some very neat and attractive football. Stephen O'Brien gets the nod to come into midfield in place of Danny Cullity. Barry Coffey drilling his pass to perfection inside towards Shea Fahy. Looking for the return is Dave Barry. A good solo inside by Dave Barry, and Cork on level terms yet again, thanks to an adroit finish by Dave Barry with his 2nd point of the afternoon. Stephen O'Brien, who didn't enjoy the best of luck against Donegal last week and was dropped after that match. Tom Spillane, 65 metres out from the Cork goal. Ambrose O'Donovan making an advance forward, taking the return back from Jack O'Shea. Shoulder there by Conor Coonahan. O'Donovan on his feet, remains composed, but can't get the strike on target. Well, the fans now, I think, in Páirc Uí Chaoimh certainly warming to this contest, which is in the third quarter. Dave Barry, nice little flick inside towards Shea Fahy. Looking for the return is Dave Barry yet again. Well, he got the last point for Cork. He flicks it inside towards Shea Fahy. The 2-man attack. The shot, the chip, the goal! Shea Fahy's 3rd goal of the league campaign. And if ever there was a 1-2 act, well, there it was. First of all, it was Dave Barry finding Shea Fahy, getting the return, and back out to Fahy yet again. And a deft little chip over Charlie Nelligan, and that's the game's first goal. Cork in front, to goal and 9 to Kerry's 9 points. Donald McCarthy, the free taker for Kerry. New cornerback, Conor Coonahan. Despairing dive by Maurice Fitzgerald. Teddy McCarthy playing it forward for Niall Cahalane, receiving the roars of encouragement from the Cork supporters over there. Rounding Jack O'Shea, inside for Jimmy Kerrigan. And here's Larry Tompkins, a good solo pass forward by Larry Tompkins, 45 minutes out from the Kerry goal, holding it up well. Going for a point himself. It travels all the way. It's Cork 110, Kerry 9 points. Nearly 14 minutes gone in the third quarter. Well, it's Tony Davis who is withdrawn, and Seamus Colin the one who goes forward. Good looking ball, and that's inside for Stephen O'Brien, down for Paul McGrath, and over the bar. Paul McGrath's second point, and this has really been a good last portion of the third quarter for Cork, ahead by a goal and 2 points. Eamon Breen now back at wing back in a restructured Kerry formation on that left hand side of the field. Jack O'Shea punting it into space, Billy Sullivan racing in for it, Michael Maguire reacting, stopped on the goal line by Tony Nation, finding Conor Coonahan. Well, the goalkeeper was in real trouble that time. Jack O'Shea with that inviting ball down had the Cork goalkeeper in trouble with Billy Sullivan and Sean Gainey coming in, and it took an on-the-line save by Tony Nation to rescue Cork. Eamon Breen trying to pick out Pallade on this right wing for Kerry. John O'Driscoll goes back, recovers, plays the pass inside to Paul McGrath. Quickly inside to Larry Tompkins, grounded by Ambrose O'Donovan. And another very scoreable free for Cork. Larry Tompkins getting down about the business, putting the ball down. So this to put 7 points between the teams, and 7 minutes into the final quarter. Neatly tapped over, Cork 114, Kerry 10 points. Tom Spillane rather, touching that one down for Stephen Stack. Here's Jack O'Shea. Tom Spillane again getting onto it, gathering well. Ahead of Mick Slocum, running into a hefty shoulder, and John O'Driscoll says it was shoulder to shoulder. The referee doesn't agree. Frickley taken. Sean McElligott going for a goal, but drilling it wide. Well, the free was very quickly taken, catching Cork off guard, and McElligott had a real chance there. Dave Barry opts to take it from the hand, kicking it inside to Shave Fahy, who's shown quite prominently as a leader of the attack as Barry Coffey gets clear. Dangerous situation for Kerry. Touches off the post, and Barry Coffey still denied his first score in this match. Well, Barry Coffey took that ball inside as it was touched down by Shave Fahy. The defender got a piece of the action first of all, but it came down off the post and away to safety. Billy Sullivan here, 65 metres out, held by Tony Nation, wants to take the free quickly. The defender trying to deny him space. Well, it was almost a giveaway because Stephen O'Brien was very near to intercepting that. Pallade clipping it up well, dangerous ball across to Sean Gainey. Gainey for Kerry, back to Maurice Fitzgerald. Good ball, solidly struck and well saved by goalkeeper Michael Maguire. Tony Nation right on his own end line. Stephen O'Brien, Conor Coonahan over there. Once again, it's Eamon Breen up with the attack. Good looking ball, there were two of them there waiting for it, and Teddy McCarthy forced to come back and defend. Ambrose O'Donovan, memories of the great goal he scored in last year's Munster final there for a moment as he took that pass but played it outside and wide. And just a moment or two earlier, Pallade had set up Maurice Fitzgerald, and that very solidly hit ball was well stopped by Michael Maguire on the Cork goal line. So Kerry finishing strongly, but still behind by a goal and 4 points. And they have themselves a free, just quickly taken, but the referee says too quickly, and he's changed his decision. Well, the pats of congratulations are for Seamus Colin. The referee awarded a free to Kerry, then changed his mind. 4 minutes remaining as Niall Cahalane takes the free for Cork to Larry Tompkins. Up to Shea Fahy. It spills loose, however. Morgan Nix just gets a clip onto it. Barry Coffey solidly back in towards John O'Driscoll. Coffey once more, looking for a score. Paul McGrath Kerry back there searching in packs. Paul McGrath holds his head, chips it high and gets a delightful point. All his scores seem to come into that category. Once the ball got loose, McGrath with a fine finish with his third point of the afternoon. Eamon Breen up towards Maurice Fitzgerald, being contained however by Niall Cahalane. Illegally the referee Paddy Russell from Tipperary decides. Maurice Fitzgerald kicking it inside to Sean Geaney, transferring it to Stephen Stack, inside to Jack O'Shea, looking for a goal, and he's got a beauty! Jack O'Shea, with time running out, has put Kerry back into the hunt. It was a lovely build-up. Sean Geaney started up initially, and when the ball finally reached Jack O'Shea, he hit a right pile driver inside Michael Maguire's cover. Cork 115, Kerry 110. Larry Tompkins with this late free for Cork, 15 seconds into injury time, trying to enhance Cork's position, but not on this occasion as it's gathered away at the far post. And Connie Murphy with that last clearance. But Cork take the 2 points from Páirc Uí Chaoimh with a 5 points advantage at the finish. 9 points from Larry Tompkins, a fine contribution. A goal after 9 minutes by Shea Fahy, but a fine replied goal by Jack O'Shea 12 minutes into the final quarter, receiving the congratulations of Billy Morgan. But Cork are the masters, they take the points. It's Cork 115, Kerry 110.
Let's face it, we're still there in Division 1. We're probably a bit unfortunate. We went forward, our half-backs went forward and lost the ball, came back down and they got the goal, and that was the deciding factor. It gave the momentum to Cork, and they proved that they are a very good All-Ireland champions and that we have a long way to go to beat them, but we'll be working on it. We know what we have to do.
But is that this year or next year?
Well, we'll be thereabouts this year.
I'll have to